Good day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Briareos Kerensky and welcome to the unboxing of Gunvolt Chronicles Luminos Avenger X 1+2 Dual Collection. As the front cover implies, this is the Japanese Nintendo Switch 2 edition, and if I have to be completely honest, I'm not really up to date to what Indie Creates have been doing with the Gunvolt franchise, but if I'm not completely mistaken, the front cover shows what was one of the bad guys in maybe the first Gunvolt, and is now the main protagonist alongside a support character. And let's see if the cover will show more hints to what I will be looking for, beside this being a 2D side-scroller, something that Inti Creates have a bit of checkered past, but anyway, we have more than the usual screenshots for, in fact, alongside two more key arts of the main protagonist, and a bit of text description, sorry about that, about the game, along with the voice actor cast. And below that, we have the contents of this edition, which are only two items: an A4-sized artbook and a soundtrack CD that apparently it's 4 CDs, so I guess a complete soundtrack. And hopefully the game will be inside as well. Followed up by the technical details of this game. So let's check inside. The game with some padding behind that. Complete CD collection, which looks... ooh, 4 CDs, cool. Well, it was in the contents, yeah, of course. And an artbook. This looks like a pretty great artbook. The game's front cover shows the two main protagonists, as well as some supporting cast, and I guess robot masters, or however they are called in the Gunvolt franchise. And this is a game on cart, and I find amusing that small publishers like Inti Creates go for games on cart, when big publishers like Sega or Square Enix, or even Atlus, well, which is part of the Sega group, go for game keycards. And yes, I know, I'm filming this after that Sony announcement, but yeah, whatever, I won't rant about that right now. I don't expect a manual, and there is none, there is just the Switch 2 cartridge, and not even any kind of reverse cover or inner manual, it's just plain white. Complete CD collection that the front cover has the same illustration as the outer box, as well as the logo up here, so the spine, nothing out of the ordinary, and on the back the tracks of these CDs. 20 plus tracks for all CDs, and I don't know if they are divided by game or there is like a logic distinction between what's on a CD or another. And this is disc 1. We do have a booklet for later. Disc 2. Disc 3 and 4. So I don't know if White Machinery is like the moniker of the protagonist or just a fancy name for this whole collection. So it's just a track list on the first 2 pages. Now, yeah, everything should be in frame. Lyrics and illustrations. And credits in well, I guess in both Japanese and Romanjis. And this is the art book, and I will classify this as a good art book just for the size of it. It's not hardcover or properly bound, it's just glue, but there is a double cover, so this is the front cover, and the front cover of the art book, it's just the same illustration rendered in the red and white. And let's see of the back cover. Yeah, the cover is the same. If there is one thing Inti creates do well are key arts for their products. And I'm not simply talking about the pretty ladies. I think that's one of their best points. But they know how to do their 2D arts. And I think that this illustration up here is a recreation of another illustration found in the Gunvolt limited editions. I need to check, because I recall something Halloween style from one of those collections. Intro by the team, and of course some key art of the main protagonist. Okay, they switch directly to that. Maybe there will be a different section for rough sketches. So everyone has a human and a mechanical form. Again, if this sounds normal to you, I must repeat, I am pretty detached from the Gunvolt franchise. I did buy the games, but I don't remember much about them, and this is a common problem for many Inti Creates side-scrollers, like the Green Guardian series. I played them to completion, but I don't remember much about them. So yeah, these are the rough sketches I was hoping to find. And so this is the second game in this collection. And I'm pretty sure the game will be multiple languages, because this is already out on Steam. So story illustrations, spoilers. Ooh, Kuron is in here. And also the tank from Master Blaster. And also the protagonists from Master Blaster. Okay, this is DLC. Ah, Kogen! Yeah, that I never completed. Dusk Divers as well. I don't know the relation that Dusk Diver has with Inti Creates. I played the first Dusk Diver, find it okay, so never went for the second. And some cool mechas. Another thing Inti Creates know how to do. And this is it. A good artbook, I will say. But it wouldn't be one of my unboxings if there weren't any extras, and to start the showcase of those extras, we have a clear file. A4 size, on the front cover there are 4 of the main characters, and on the back just the logo of the game. Print quality is nice, and because it's printed on glossy plastic, details are fine, colors are maybe a bit muted, and some of the tones tend a bit to the yellow, but otherwise a nice extra. And then we continue with a poster with a more, let's say, light-hearted illustration on it. This is 59.5 centimeters tall and 42 centimeters wide. It's printed on glossy paper, like the clear file, and just like the clear file, detail rendition is great, although colors, I find them a bit muted. And finally, we have this cardboard box that, again, if you've seen some of my previous unboxings, you might know what this is. And down here we have the hint. Now, let's see if I can remove these plastic straps without cutting them. Well, yes, I can. Rather easily, I would say. Except this one, of course. And here we go. Cue in the Zelda music. And we have Clarifying Graph, the instruction on how to hang this framed picture, not really poster. And this is the same illustration as on the clear poster. With some added extras. Of course, there is a white frame, and on top of the picture itself we have an acrylic plate with some extra decoration. They don't interfere with the picture itself, and let's say, depth effect that they should give is ultimately lost, because they don't go over the illustration, if not for maybe this one on the left side. And printing quality is great, just like the poster. And yes, the colors here are a bit more saturated than on the poster itself. This is the kind of limited edition I like. There is a full art book and there is a full soundtrack. And of course there is the game. The extras, well, they are extras, so don't really count in. And while I like them, the limited edition itself, if you like the franchise, I think it's worth getting. A first hour play of this game will follow, but surely there will not be a review, because next week there will be Kyoto Xanadu, and I want to unbox that and of course review that. And I think that the week after that there will be the Blue Reflection Quartet unboxing. So there will be quite a lot of content coming in the next weeks. So, I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing and you'll stick around for more. Briareos Kerensky, over and out.